to come back and be at the same spot with my own festival is a really beautiful thing.
New at 10, Shoals Fest returns to McFarland Park this weekend. Jason Isbell and his band, the 400 Unit, are preparing for the annual two-day music festival. Wait 31's Marie Waxel was able to spend some time with the singer-songwriter to talk about what it's like to bring a show of this magnitude to his hometown.
Before the spotlight, his 4 Grammy Awards, and his time with the Drive-By Truckers, Jason Isbell's biggest gig of the year came on July 4th in McFarland Park.
I played a lot of Spirit of Freedom celebrations. I did, yeah. When I was a teenager, yeah, we were always one of the afternoon bands, you know, a bunch of young kids playing mostly cover songs up there.
Now he's the man behind the Shoals' biggest music event of the year, giving the community something to love. A nod to his roots, if you will, allowing him to give back to the community, the very people who helped shape his career.
It's about more than just serving yourself, I think, and for me, I'm not personally satisfied if I just, you know, came back down to my hometown and played a couple shows and got a check and went back to Nashville. You know, that wouldn't be enough for me. I need to feel like that I've left something behind that's at least a little bit better than it was when we got there.
The two-day festival is an investment in the local economy and musicians who take the stage.
The first year that we did Shoals Fest, that was my favorite thing that I did all year. It was just, it felt so good to have my family and my friends and you know, people that I've never met who flew in from out of town to come to this place and this location because they trusted us to put on a really good show, and we did.
He knew early on the stage was his home.
I was always encouraged as a musician. I had a lot of people who were very supportive of what I was doing. So I always expected to make music for the rest of my life. I always knew that would be my job. I never wanted to be an astronaut or a firefighter or any of those, you know, I just wanted to play guitar, and that's eventually also write and sing songs.
It's his storytelling ability that sets him apart in such a competitive industry.
I talk about these places and these things that happened to me here in North Alabama when I was growing up. You know, some of that is owed to the type of music that I make, because there are a lot of folk influences, and you know, in folk songs you talk about places, very specific places, and also, you know, a lot this stuff just sings really well. A lot of the names of these towns and these people, in my accent, you can rhyme it with just about anything, you know.
His deep connection to his roots, paired with his ability to evoke raw emotions and willingness to be vulnerable on stage, is uncanny.
There are heightened emotions, and I have to watch, because some of these songs have very specific references to people and events that have happened to me growing up in this area. So I have to watch not get too emotional when I'm performing at the festival. That's a real risk. I have to sometimes think, don't think about that. Don't think about what this song is about. Just sing it, you know.
While these are in fact different days, Isbell is a vital part of this new generation of music, keeping the Muscle Shoals magic alive.
Aretha and Etta James and Wilson Pickett, I mean, nobody's beaten that. Popular music has not gotten better than that. You know, as many songs as we've recorded and released, and as many albums as humanity has made, we've never gotten any better than the work that was done here in those days.
What an incredible talent. You can watch my full interview with Jason Isbell when you open up this story on waytv.com. And while you're there, you can also find all the details for this year's Shoals Fest, which kicks off this Saturday in McFarland Park.